the panelists covered that topic pretty well. It was interesting to hear that there's a couple of different aspects to it. There's really the business case of performance of companies that are more diverse, and diversity of perspectives, experiences, thought. And Nicole Robinson from McKinsey talked about the data around performance of companies with more diverse workforces. And the other is, I think it's important, particularly with younger people, that they feel that they're included and that their workforce represents them or looks like them. And the importance of recruitment of talent and retention of that talent after you've spent the resources to do the recruitment is really critical. And so I think that there is a really good business case for diversity, equity, and inclusion in companies today. I think that is one of them. I think the competitive advantage of having a good DE&I policy and executing on it. Another key takeaway is there's work to be done, and some of the ideas around how companies are implementing their programs from Carla Dawson at the OCC. There's a lot of progress that's been made in the financial services industry where there's near parity at the entry level between men and women, and then that falls off relatively quickly, and that women are only promoted 86 to every 100 man at the next level to manager, and that has a ripple effect and repercussions all the way up the chain of promotions. And you see a large drop off as you move towards the C-suite in that, and that those are even more significant for women of color. So, there's a lot of work to be done. I think it's promising to see this being an important conversation that companies are having, that people here at the conference are having. That you do see progress. Having the attention on it is progress itself, but real progress being made, and that there just continues to be work to be done. I think people have a lot of beliefs about this and views, and they're all valuable. That's who we are as people, and what we think is right. And I don't want to dismiss that. But if you want to accomplish a goal, you need to be able to measure it. What's the problem? You need to identify the problem, and then you need to see if what you're trying to do to change it is succeeding. And if it's not, then you need to adjust. So I think that the data is important in terms of helping you define the problem and then seeing if you're making progress. The leadership in the company has made a real effort in the past few years to make diversity within their board and their workforce a priority. And it's focused on, from the employee standpoint, the focus is on increasing diversity. And we've set a goal that all of our offices reflect the communities in which they are located. There's the pay parity issue. We take a systemic approach to pay parity, which is part of this. The board at ICE is now 60% women. As of May's general meeting, 6 out of the 10, and 3 of them are people that identify as people of color. So that's a huge accomplishment, and I think something that the company should be proud of. From a business standpoint, there's a number of places that we have we've taken initiatives. One of them that I like to talk about is the NYSE's Board Advisory Council. It was started in 2019. There's about 20 CEOs of NYSE's listed companies that are part of the council. And the mission of this group is to expand representation of women and underrepresented groups on boards. So they have put their time and their reputations behind it to help develop a database of board-ready candidates that a CEO has recommended and put their name on. And that database is available to our listed companies or to other companies that are looking for qualified candidates to fill open seats.